great accomplishment, he said. I only take it for what it is, the fact that I've been doing it for so very long. And the Dodgers are doing well. It's not me. Stand and live a ghost. To Phyllis and Herb.
All right. You get a response to this community.
Thank you. I'm going to hang on to that on some long, lonely nights in Sonoma. What an overwhelming, I was not prepared for tonight. I helped pick out the room, but I didn't imagine what it would be full of you. The tributes were entirely unexpected. And this thing about the Festschrift, Alicia, what are you thinking of? I thought maybe someday my collected memos, you know. I did help pick out this room. I didn't pick the Claremont, but it has a deep personal connection to me. And it takes me back to our childhood. Jeff and I would have been 10, he was 14 or something like that. I remember a night when my mother dressed up in a black taffeta dress with white snowflakes on it that I thought that was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. And she and my father were going to the company Christmas party, and it was at the Claremont. And I just thought that was the most glamorous, who gets to go to the Claremont? I grew up on 23rd and Terrible in San Francisco, and this place has been kind of a beacon of where you get to go someday. So this is enormously, that was enough for me that we're here. This event is huge. It's huge in the sheer number of people who have come, that this space, when we looked at it, I thought, I don't know, but it's full. So I want to thank every one of you for coming. Some of you have come a long way from different parts of my life. Some of you have come purely out of love for PLTS and glad that it didn't fail in the last 9 years. I am the sheer volume of this event is huge. And among the people who came, those who came the furthest, were my 2 children and my granddaughter, Julia. So thank you for coming. Thank you for getting me in a way that I had no idea. So it's huge in the numbers. It's huge in the organization that it takes to put this together. You know, PLTS doesn't have depths of event planners and that kind of thing. So Brian and Sarah and Ren and Gretchen, and I know Herbert had a huge hand in making sure that what happened was true to me, because nobody gets me like he does. And what it takes to put this together, we don't have this many really gala evenings. And so thank you to Thrivent for helping to make this not a burden. I don't know if you'll remember as clearly as I do, when I was installed 9 years ago, I was reluctant to have an installation because I thought that might just tip us over the edge. And I took myself up to Tacoma and talked to Knut Olson of Thrivent and said, could you help us pay for the installation? And by the next morning, he had been in touch with all the regional offices, and they paid for the installation. And they helped with tonight. They also helped with this merger. So I'm very grateful to Thrivent. Now I'm thinking of all the people I've forgotten to thank. You have to, Steve, the board, thanks to everybody who's contributed, all the people who spoke. But this event is huge also in its impact on me, an enormous impact. Any of you who have talked to me personally know that I am profoundly ambivalent about this whole retirement thing. But to have an occasion like this, to have the whole summation of what you've contributed professionally in your life counted up and celebrated and rounded off, is an enormous gift to me. It's an enormous gift that I'm aware that doesn't come to everybody. Not everybody's career ends like this. People get downsized. People, not everybody has this opportunity where everyone you love is in one room and they tell you you did a good job and thank you. And I ache for the people who never get that kind of thank you and this experience of rightness about this phase in your life, which empowers you to go on to do the next things. And I'm keenly aware that very few people in life get the privilege of doing stuff that they love so much. I don't take that for granted for a minute. I grew up as a little girl in the Missouri Synod. I grew up many years before the ordination of women. The big question in my life not was would I give my life to Jesus? Did I want to work in the church? But what would the church allow me to do? And look at how the doors have opened. This is an enormous gift. It's a kind of a mental health gift. It is what everyone deserves and not everyone gets. This usually happens, this kind of event, when you find out what your kids really think about you. It happens at funerals, doesn't it? And I often go to funerals of people, I maybe showed up just because it's my job as the president of the seminary to be there or whatever. And I find out all these amazing things about this person, and I wish I had gotten to know them better when they were alive. But hey, I'm not dead. So, if there's anything you liked in all of this, we're going to be right up in Sonoma. We're going to be on these 2 chairs. We're going to be out on those 3 decks, and we invite you one by one or in small groups. Come and visit us. I don't know what our new life will be. I am so engaged. We are so engaged in the moment, in these relationships, in the passion for PLTS, and for this new relationship with CLU. That's taking all of our energy. But I have no doubt in the world that God has amazing things in store for us, as it has been at every stage along the way, surprises. But we will be in Sonoma, and we will be on the porch, and we invite all of you who are in the room are welcome to come visit us. Thank you for the blessing of this night.
I invite you to remain standing.